couple of months ago, I took all of you on a tour of all the swordtails here in the fish tank barn. So today, let's go ahead and get an update on those swordtails. Hello there, welcome back to the fish barn. Today we're going to go ahead here and I'm going to walk you guys through some of the updates here on the swordtail tanks. So two of the tanks are sitting directly behind me, so let's go ahead and get started. So we mostly keep wild type swordtails here in the fish tank barn. The first group that you're looking at here are the Phosphorus calamani, which we keep in a 40-gallon breeder. These are a native species from Lake Catemaco, Mexico. So these guys have definitely put on some size over the last couple of months. So I'm excited to report that we do have some fry. So we have probably about 10 fry or so in here now. So definitely pretty excited to see those fry grow up, get some BAP points, and add another species to the list. To keep the fry hidden, I've added some Vallisneria to this tank, but I do need to add some more plants as well. I'm thinking some Pogo Stem and Stellatus octopus in the back, provide a lot of cover for fry. All in all, I'm really happy with this tank. Really happy to see some fry in here now. Just need to add a couple more plants to it, and this tank should be good to go. We now come to my second 40-gallon breeder. This tank has some Phosphorus Clemenza. These actually have a very specific location. They are 9 kilometers from Lake Saraiba in Oaxaca, Mexico, which I'm sure I butchered the name, but definitely excited to have these guys. A lot of these guys started out as really small juveniles. They were recently moved down to this tank from a 75-gallon that's upstairs. I figured this would be a better home for them. The fish that were previously in here were the Pseudotropheus interruptus chismulu, which did get moved to a different 75-gallon tank, but these guys seem to be settling in well and enjoying their new home. We are now taking a look at one of the tanks that's rapidly becoming one of my favorites. This is the 75-gallon with the Montezuma Swordtails in it. For the longest time, when the Swordtails were just in there by themselves, they would not come out and would just hide behind the rockwork. But recently I did add a whole group of gold dust sailfin mollies, and it's made all the difference in the world. The Swordtails have been coming out. They've not been hiding in the rockwork anymore. It's really been a lot of fun to see these fish come into their own and show their striking swords and their striking behavior. I am really looking forward to seeing some fry from these fish. They are starting to reach their breeding age, and I absolutely do love the males of this species. With their enormous swords, they are absolutely stunning. So I'm just going to stop here and let you just watch for a moment. We now come to the 90-gallon tank. This tank is home to some black Berlin swordtails. I've not seen any fry from these yet. I did pick these up in March at the Big Fish deal, so I'm definitely excited to see this group of fish spawn. Definitely would be nice to have some black swordtails into the mix here in the barn. But these guys are doing quite well. They are sharing their tank with a group of Xenotoca variata. I did run this as a test for a while to see how everyone behaved, and everyone seems to be getting along in there. Other than that, it's my typical planted tank, Vallisneria, Pogo Stem, and Stellatus octopus. So there's some crypt Wendetta red in there as well. It's been a good experiment so far. I am curious to see fry production. You know, if I stop seeing fry from either one of the species, I am going to probably pull one of them out. It's probably going to be the Swordtails and put them in a 40 breeder. All in all, pretty happy with how this is going, and it looks really good. and it's been a lot of fun to see this pairing work. We're now looking at my 29-gallon tank. This tank has my Nezzie Swordtails in it. I did get these about a month ago or so. They were smaller fry at the time, but these guys have grown up quite nicely, actually. They were in the 29-gallon tank that housed all the African cichlid fry, and that tank did have quite a bit of mulm. So I think that's part of why they've had such a great growth rate. This tank is more aquascape than a lot of the tanks here in the fish tank barn. There is some dragonstone, along with some Rotala indica, as well as more cryptwindeti red. So definitely a fun tank, definitely a tank I do enjoy, but definitely excited to see some Nezzie Swordtails and get these guys breeding and get them going. I hope you guys enjoyed this progress on the Swordtail tanks. There's been a lot done in the last couple of months. They've grown out, produced some fry. Really happy about the Montezumas and how they've come out of their shell a little bit. They're out more, they're about, and that tank is a lot more fun because of it. All in all, I'm really happy with all the Swordtail tanks, happy with the fry production, and I'll go ahead and get back with you guys soon if any more developments on the Swordtail tanks. So if this is our first time meeting, please check out the videos that come at the end. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit that subscription button, ding the notification bell. So with that being said, stay safe, stay fishy, and we'll catch you on the next video.